Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another one of my extremely unwelcome and probably never to be watched video game videos. Um, I'll see if this one gets much interest and take it from there. So, I've been posting my game completion videos on social media for a while now, but I haven't really shown myself playing the actual games. So here on the 1st of January 2026, I thought I would have a go. And the game that I'm currently trying to play through to completion at the moment is the original Castlevania. Now, I do have this on a couple of platforms. So we have the original NES version here, which you can see. I think it's in my favorites actually, which is why you can't see it there. But I am playing the HD version with added texture packs. And I've been stuck on the same level now for several days. So I have a save point here, which I'm about to bring in. And I thought I'd have a go because I'm trying to get through to the boss and to beat him, which I haven't done yet. This level boss, anyway. So I have an interesting history with the Castlevania games in that I haven't actually played many of them. Well, when I say I haven't played many of them, I haven't played, I've only ever played one, and that is Super Castlevania 4 on the SNES, which I had when the SNES originally came out, and absolutely loved it, completed it, and I've played it through to completion in several ways since then. Emulation, the SNES version, and on various other platforms. Now, a lot of people will say to me, why haven't you played Symphony of the Night? And the simple matter is, I didn't have it when I originally had a PlayStation. That's the first thing. Okay, that's the really annoying bug where once you're on the stairs, you can't stop moving. It just keeps moving in the same direction. Castlevania 4 did that as well, as I recall. So I'm not really into the games where the Metroidvania games, if you like, which of course is where the genre got its name from, mixed with Metroid and Castlevania. So I think it was with Symphony of the Night. I don't think it's before then where they started to introduce the idea where it wasn't linear. You had to explore, you had to go back across old areas, and it wasn't always obvious where you had to go. And I'm afraid my brain just can't compute that. I need the linearity of these original games in order to be successful. It's one of the reasons I didn't like Super Mario Odyssey. It wasn't obvious enough for me. So this is literally the first time I've played this game ever. Even though I had an original NES, I didn't have this game. And I'm actually shocked at how similar it is to Castlevania 4. Castlevania 4 is actually pretty much a remake of this. The enemies are the same, the bosses are the same. So for me, this is actually really enjoyable because it's almost like playing a remix of Castlevania 4, particularly with this HD pack integrated in. It looks really nice to me. So, I'm pretty sure this level is the boss level if we can get to him through here. That's the last respawn point before the boss. The boss here is the two mummies, but you also get in Castlevania 4. So, we're looking at the same boss, but I've got to them 4 or 5 times so far and not beaten them. So, it'll be interesting to see whether having you along for the ride means I can. These fucking bats are so fucking annoying. My whip isn't long enough. common problem with me throughout my whole life. I've never had a long enough whip to satisfactorily brandish my weapon, if you get my meaning. Man could always do with a longer whip, however long his whip is, I think. A question which I don't really understand in retro gaming is, am I just much worse than I used to be? Or are these games... I know we said they're more difficult in the past, but really this doesn't look like it should be that difficult to me, yet it is. So I'm beginning to think that maybe I'm just getting too old. What do you think? Comment below. My weapon is just not long enough. And I really need to stop doing that gag, because unfortunately, it is true. I should be able to take that skeleton out from the previous platform, but I can't because my whip isn't long enough. Hence I had to make the jump, hence I get knocked off. It's also finding the timing of the whip very difficult to deal with. See, he's fine. I can't reach him from there. And I have no power up, so I have to do the jump. Aha! He fell for it. So now we're at the boss, but I have no... Oh no, we're not. Now, by the way, you might wonder, why doesn't he just duck when he's taking those things on? But the reality is, that doesn't work. So this is driving me fucking nuts, frankly. Or nucking fucks if I cut the language out. But I am determined. If you go on a program of wanting to complete games you've never completed, you can't give up. And how about the music, by the way, while we're at it? My nearly 90-year-old father came to visit me here in Dubai over the summer. I paid for him to come over. He loves it here. And somehow, I can't even remember why, I think the Nintendo Music app might have released and I was listening to some music. He was criticising video game music, saying basically how boring and repetitive it was. But what they were achieving with the current sound chips of the time, the 8-bit era, is frankly astonishing. These tunes, even now, it's still sticking in my head at night. Like, it's like a real earworm. I don't think in these days when they pay millions and get Hans Zimmer to do the soundtrack for COD or whatever, it's just music to me. This is real proper. They had to concentrate on just the melody because that's all they could do, and it really sticks in the head. Okay, can we get to the boss this time? I fear not, looking at my energy bar. The trouble is, when he's at that height, you know he's going to hit you if he comes. But he's not at the height you could hit with a whip, whereas there he was. So then he's easy to deal with. And there he is at the bad level again. Got him that time. Now, even if we did get to the boss, the weapon is not long enough, I don't think. There's no power-ups. It's wrong level again. Between here and there. So I'm fear I'm on a hiding to nothing. It's just as painful for you as it is for me. See if you duck, the bastard comes back at you. But you can duck underneath him. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, that is a useful trick to know. Duck and he flies away. And we've made it to the boss level. With 1 bar left, so we ain't beating him. Didn't even get 1 hit off. And we're all the way back here again. So after this, I'm going to have 1 more go on camera. And then I'm going to sign off for today's video, publish it, and see whether next time I'll still be in this same painful place or whether we've got some progress. Oi, you weren't meant to come back at me. You've never done that before. Maybe someone who knows a little bit more about these 8-bit games than me could tell me why their movements are not predictable. Is it deliberate by the programmers? Or is it a quirk of the processing power? Listen to the music for a bit. So this will be my last 3 lives if I don't do it this time. I'll sign off the video, publish it, and try again on my own. The one thing I will say is no cheats allowed. Okay, so I mean, I know some of you will say using the save point is a cheat, but that's all that I will do on this channel. I will not do any like hacking or anything like that in terms of progress. What you see is what you get. So if I complete it when I'm not on video, you know I've genuinely done it. By the way, I should probably say, just for those who aren't familiar, the weapon has 3 stages. So I realised I mentioned lengthening my weapon earlier, but I didn't really go into details. So for those who haven't played these games or aren't aware, you start off with a leather whip, which is really short and really does very little damage indeed. And then you get a chain whip, which is slightly longer and does more damage. And then you get another power-up, which extends a chain whip to make it longer. And really, if you haven't got the longest whip, you're going to struggle at the boss level, which is the position I'm in now. So there's the perfect example, because I have the longer whip, I could take him out from that platform. Whereas with the shorter whip, I couldn't do it, and I kept getting killed. So in these games, the benefit of having a better power-up is even more obvious than maybe in modern games. So you see there it's lever, and now it's gone to chain. That's the other thing, your weapon gets reset every time you die. And you can see the difference here. I just can't take out more than one projectile at a time with this whip. I'm getting really frustrated now. But I believe the Angry Gamer channel's already taken, right? How about Frustrated Gamer? Would that work? Or would I get sued? Because right now, see? Here we are. Here's the problem. I have no power up. And I have no weapon that's strong enough to beat him. So you have to time it really well like that. This is my last life, I think. I could just play a game I'm actually good at. Maybe that might be more entertaining for you, I don't know. But the point of this game is this channel is to beat games I've never beaten before. So I guess you're going to see a lot of repeated dying if you watch my videos. Maybe that's not a good thing, I don't know. Just at the boss, I die again. Okay, this is the last run through for this video. I wish that happened every time. Now we have the longest weapon. I don't think it'll make a difference, but it'd be nice if it did. And here we are at the boss. Oh, that's a nice vantage point. Could this actually be? And after trying for 5 days to beat those bastards, there you go! I actually did it! With my last life, when I was promising to stop recording. So that's stage 9. And this is stage 10. I don't know how many stages there are in the game. I'll have to find out before the next video. Oh, that's a long for. We're doing a Kratos again. But, shall I save it there? Yes, I will, because when you respawn, you start there with 5 levels. So, there you go. I wasn't expecting to actually complete the boss, but I did. So, I'll post this video. If you watched it all, thank you for your perseverance. And I'll post another one tomorrow. Goodbye, folks.